Hello and welcome to another book review. Yes, Mr. Bond, sit down and find yourself cuffed to the armchair. Now, what are we doing this week? We're looking at Gillian McAllister, Famous Last Words, which I just finished this morning. Sorry, the rain is quite heavy here. So, Gillian McAllister, Famous Last Words, and this was an interesting book. She's written it. I think just during the the first few months after giving birth to her first baby, and that is just sort of sub theme of the book. It's very orientated towards female readers, I would say, especially if you're a young mother in late 20s or early to mid 30s. You're going to have a lot of affinity for the main character. Basically, what happens is this lady who's a literary agent, her husband disappears one morning, and the next thing she knows, he's on TV, kidnapping a couple of, in a hostage situation in the warehouse. And, the odd thing is he's a boring old literary agent who doesn't have anything sinister in his personality or anything devilish in him. And that's the reason she married him. And what you then discover as the novel goes on, he escapes from the hostage situation, having shot his hostages and killed them, and the police try and nab him, but they can't. And the main hostage negotiator, a man called Niall, goes crazy because he feels that the guy was innocent for some reason. We don't know anything more, but that this is a gut feeling. And then Neil basically goes off on his own, investigating and trying to prove that this man Luke, who married this lady, is basically innocent. And I have to say that I found the novel, I kept going, but I found that sometimes it would just have abrupt sort of, just chapters would just fall off, and it wasn't momentum tying it to the next chapter. And I've got to bear in mind that is a method of building up suspense, which did work to a degree. And I've also got to bear in mind that she's done a really good job, considering she's just had a baby, of writing a novel. But all that said, we've got to look at it from a consumer point of view. And I sort of would score this about 6.6 out of 10. And I looked on Goodreads, and that was pretty much roughly what the average review score was out of 5. I think it was 3.4 out of 5, which is 6.8 out of 10. So maybe I've been a tad bit harsher than that. But, I just felt that everything came right at the end, came nicely right at the end, but it came almost too quickly. And I think that sort of, the end could have been a little bit more paced. And the whole novel had almost too much of an even pace to it, I thought. But the writing in places is really good. I mean, she writes well. I can't take that away from her. And, would I absolutely recommend this as a definitely read it? Probably not. But if you are wanting a view of risk and worries in a relationship and relationship anxieties from a female point of view, then it's a great book. I think female readers would really like it. And if I wasn't male, I would probably have given it a 7, I think, if I'd been female. So particularly if I was a working mother, as I said at the start. So, overall good, really good effort. I just didn't think there was enough in there. And in terms of the building up pace. And sometimes that creates a bit of a drag. So if you're going to buy this book, buy it if you really just want something that's really kind of medium paced, something to do when you're a bit, I guess, not too tired and not looking for a complete escape, but something just to kind of, pace over a week or 2 weeks or something, an hour a day or something like that. If you're looking for I want to escape for the whole weekend and I want to get completely absorbed in something and turn the pages, I don't think this is quite it. It's marketed like that, but of course books are these days. But it doesn't quite have that. I don't think it's quite got that page turning feel to it, partly because the plot, and writer, I do this as a writer, you kind of work the plot out as you go along, and I think she does plan her plots. I watched a video of her, but it felt like it all just sort of made sense at the end, almost too quickly and abruptly. But it's a good book, if you're looking for that 1 or 2 hours a day read. But if you're looking for a total weekend escape, then it's not your thing. There are other books out there which I'll go through. If you just want to completely have a totally different reality and lose yourself in a book, then this isn't one of them, unfortunately. But no, still good, solid effort. If you are, if you are looking for something which is crime, because that's what it is, crime thriller-esque, but with a medium soft pace, then go for it. Okay, well done, Gillian, for that book. Thank you.